and I'm not a successful human this morning. I'm still in my pyjamas, but that's not my fault. That is because Dan went into a meeting just as I was coming in to get dressed, and his desk is right in front of my wardrobe. So I'm going to have to wait until he's finished his meeting. Fortunately, I don't need to go anywhere. I'm just parcelling orders very slowly. And I'm being really careful because I am really tired. I'm not sure, well, I slept okay, but I did wake up a few times. One of my one of the worst perimenopausal symptoms that I suffer from is night sweats. I'm sure many of you will know what I'm talking about. That's the biggest thing I think at the moment. It doesn't bother me too much, but obviously it wakes me up and it does make me tired. And also, last night Dan and I, after the kids went to bed, decided to watch Gogglebox, and we were having a lovely time, and we both had an extra glass of wine. And quite honestly, I'm feeling it this morning. I cannot handle my wine like I used to. I feel it more the next day. So I think it's always that extra one, isn't it? And I think that probably added to me not getting a good quality sleep. So I'm just feeling a bit yawny and a bit jaded this morning. So I've had a couple of cups of tea. I've been up since like 6:30. And I'm now having one of my favourite hot drinks, which is just a slice of lemon in hot water. I really like it. I find it really relaxing and tasty. So I'm just waiting for that to cool down a bit. And I'm going to continue with passing orders. I can't listen to audiobooks or anything whilst I'm doing this because I really need to concentrate. And thank you, basically. If you've ordered over the last few days one of the dodgy bag pins for me at eBay, which is raising money for the brain tumour charity, or from Etsy, thank you so much. It's an absolute pleasure to sit here and pass up orders. I love it. I absolutely love doing it. I'm just going to do it slowly this morning to make sure that my tired brain doesn't make any silly mistakes. My intention today was also to film a full-length podcast, but I'm actually going to take the decision not to do that this month because I don't feel I have enough to share. You've seen over the past few days that I've really just managed to do a bit of cross stitch and a little bit of work on one sock. And that's not really a lot to share on my podcast. I think I'd just be filming for the sake of filming, even though I don't really have anything much to share. So I think I'm going to say here, and I'll put a community post up, that I'm not going to film a June podcast, a May wrap-up podcast, because I've got these vlogs that are going up, obviously, and then I've got some really exciting stuff going on next weekend that I'll be filming and sharing as well. So there's going to be plenty of content from me without the need for a podcast which wouldn't have a lot of interesting stuff in it. So do stay tuned because I'm doing something next weekend that I'm so nervous about and so excited about, and there'll be lots to share. And I'm going to continue these vlogs until, I think I said I was going to do it for a week. So I think it's Wednesday or Thursday. I don't know. I'll work it out as I go along. I really shouldn't talk when I'm feeling like this. I suspect I'm making very little sense. I also went to renew my library books this morning and the website's down, and I was like, oh no, because they're due back, I'm going to get fined, but they've given me an extra week because the website's down. So that worked out quite well. Okay, it's many hours later now. What time is it? It's 4:00. I think when I last spoke to you, it was about 10:30. Phoebe's gone to her friend's after school just for a couple of hours, pick her up at 5:30, and then I'll be making dinner for everybody because Phoebe goes off to a football thing on a Monday evening. It's too late really to eat when she gets back. But it's quite nice because we eat dinner a bit earlier, then everyone's just got the rest of the evening to do what they want to do. And I think I'm going to get into bed and watch some YouTube and relax and then have a very early night. I'm waiting for my iPad to charge up because stupidly I left it I turned off the lock screen for some reason and it ran out of battery. So I need it to charge up so I can do my thumbnail for tonight's vlog. And then I'm going to weigh and print the labels for all the orders. No, I'm going to weigh the orders and print the labels. I'm not going to weigh the labels. So I'm going to give myself an hour just to sit and do some cross stitch and listen to my audiobook. I am now listening to The Mystery Guest by Nita, or what's the author's name? Nita Prose. I've been really enjoying it. Oops, just press play. I started listening to it after I finished Tidelands by Philippa Gregory, and it's the second Molly made mystery. The first one was called The Maid, yeah, and I really enjoyed it, and it's the same narrator and she does such a good job. So I'm going to stick that on and do a bit of cross stitch. I've lost track of what I've been talking to you about. We've had dinner, it was lovely. I made salmon and I did all the leftover vegetables and just heated them up from yesterday's dinner. And I did it with mashed potato. I haven't had mashed potato in ages. And it was really yummy. And the dishwasher's on, so I should probably move rooms. And Lilia's gone to a friend's house after college, so she won't be home till later. And Diana's taken Phoebe to football. So I'm going to sit here on the sofa and do a bit of cross stitch for the next half hour to an hour, and then I'm going to move upstairs to bed. So I just had to pause the video for a second there whilst I unexpectedly sneezed. Yeah, I'm going to sit here, do a bit of cross stitch, listen to my audiobook or watch some. I might watch something. Rel at the Dabbling Hook's got a new video, and I love Rel's videos. It looks like it's a post-craft fair one. And there's something about people talking about craft fairs that they're either preparing for or have done that I just really, really like. So, and the yell is a... Yell? No. Rel. Lorel is a fellow lover of yellow. That's why I accidentally said yell rather than Rel. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I think I'll watch her and do a bit of cross stitch. Oh my goodness, so, hi, it's the cat, not our cat, next door's cat. She's been asleep in our room all day and she's now sitting on a shoebox, tiny little shoebox, just sitting on it. The light's gone, so I sat down to watch Rel about an hour ago, and then the doorbell went and it was my neighbour from a few doors down. Dropping off a huge bunch of parsley. She said, I wonder if the chickens might like it. It's absolutely ginormous. So I might truss that up and dangle it tomorrow. I'll Google it first, just to make sure. To give them something to peck at, a little bit of enrichment activity. Yes, you don't like parsley, I don't think, Mia. You're a cat. So I don't know where time has gone, because it is now 8:10. Oops, are you coming to say hello? The light is going. And I have just been sitting here having a grand time. So I'm going to flip the camera around. Hi. Oh, you have a wash. And show you what I've been doing. Now you can probably hear purring in the background. Oh, look, that is dark. Let me put my light on. I have been working under my light, but I turned it off in case it was too bright. But I think we're going to need it, aren't we? Let's move the camera so we don't get a shadow. So here we go. So this is the colours that I've sort of swapped out that I showed you earlier in the making vlogs. I'm really pleased with them so far. Yes, do you like them too, do you? So this is the lightest one here. It's a kind of cream, and then we're moving into the very light brown, and then I've got a slightly dark brown and then a very dark brown, and it's going to do the same coming down here as well. But I've just been so enjoying it. Just what I needed. I am getting quite tired now though, and I did notice I was starting to make some silly little mistakes and had to undo a couple of bits. So I'm just going to finish this last few stitches on this heart. Yes, hello. Hello. I'm going to just fill this in, and then I'm going to put my pyjamas on. What do you want? You wanted to get on the cushion. Oh, you just want attention. And I'm going to go and sit in bed and do some knitting. That's what I'm going to do. Apologies if you can hear my tummy gurgling. And I'm hoping Dan might offer to go and pick up Lillian so that I can just stay there.